everybody. Welcome to the Pittsburgh Fringe Artist Chat. My name is Alexis Cooley, and I am with the Wild Imaginarium. Some of you may know me. I'm part of the Fringe world. I've done every job possible with the Fringe, from sweeping the stage to being the executive producer for one of the United States Fringe festivals. So I have been around and seen many of these artists and their shows, and I'm very, very excited to sit down and chat with Milton today from the show A Russian Bride as part of the Pittsburgh Virtual Fringe Festival this year. Hi, Milton.
Hi, I'm very happy to be here.
Oh, I'm so excited to speak with you. So you are the creator, the writer, and director of this show. You're not performing in it, though? Is that correct?
No. I have to find performers, to find an actor and an actress. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. And is this show being performed live for the virtual Fringe?
Yes, it's being performed live on at 2 times, on Saturday and on Sunday.
Excellent. So I always get I have so many questions that I want to ask artists as they're putting up shows for the Fringe, mostly because the Fringe is so, I'm a big fan of what the Fringe does and how it allows artists to control their work and to create new work and be very brave in doing so. So my big question for you is, how did this show come to be? Like, how did you come up with this, and why now?
Well, I should say, I mean, I think I started, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're
I started writing this some years ago. You know, ideas for plays come from, you know, kind of many sources. So, you know, this has a couple of clear sources. My wife and I owned a house in Oneonta, New York, that was a student rental during the year, and we spent some summers there. So the location for this came from that. I also, maybe about 10 years ago, started studying Russian, and so that was another part of another source of the story. And then, you know, at the time, I think, maybe not as much now, but after the former Soviet Union collapsed, there was, financially, things were very rough for people in the former Soviet Union. And then, you know, you would see a lot of things on the internet about agencies trying to pair kind of young Ukrainian or Russian women with kind of older Western men who were looking for like a more conventional wife, and maybe felt that, I don't know, Western women were too, you know, liberated or something. And so all these kinds of things just kind of came together. And I mean, that was really the source of it. I started writing it, but I got kind of stuck and started doing other things. And then more recently, I did more work on it, and, you know, hopefully it's improved. And so I guess that's why now.
Well, that's wonderful. I love you know, so many people don't realize that art takes time, and it takes, sometimes it can take a short amount of time, and sometimes it can take a lifetime. And we see that kind of reflected if you watch documentaries about famous artists like painters or sculptors, but you don't hear about that when it comes to something what I think is a little bit more ephemeral, the written part, the aspect where we write something, and then because theater and performance is so much more collaborative than some of the other forms. You know, and you still have to open on time. So, but people don't realize that something can be kind of gestating for 10, 15, 20 plus.
Yeah, no, it can take me a long time from the initial I started writing to kind of working it out. I have don't have any trouble things come to me, but you know, really working them out can take time, and I just have to sit with them, and I go on to other things. So
yeah, well, I'm so glad that you've kind of pulled this one in together for this virtual Fringe. So have you ever been a part of the Fringe before?
So I have had work done in the Rochester Fringe last year, and actually I live in Providence, and so I've done the Providence Fringe maybe 4 times, I think. And I mean, the whole idea of a Fringe festival, they're just wonderful. So, I mean, I'm very happy too. It's just the kind of energy involved is great. So, yeah, this is the first time with the Pittsburgh Fringe. And let me just say, you know, my experience with the Pittsburgh Fringe so far has been really terrific, in the sense that it seems to me very well organized, and you know, people get back to me like quickly, and anyway, it seems very, very well run.
Well, that's artist approval is really necessary for Fringes, and especially at a time where these Fringes, you know, the pandemic hit everything art-wise very, very strongly, but the Fringes, I mean, you know, it's literally daily grind to get butts in seats. You're writing, it's for live performance. And so seeing how many of the Fringes have been able to kind of change and grow and maneuver differently during this has been pretty remarkable. And I'm really excited to be supporting the Pittsburgh Fringe and all of the Fringes in this part. The big, you know, there's a lot of discussion about how we'll go forward in the future. Will it be live? Will we straight back to live? Will we be able to have virtual performances involved as well? You know, what does Fringe mean has been kind of a big topic of conversation, and I think that the more opportunities that we can give to artists, then the better. I'm really excited. We're running out of time, but I wanted to touch base on the fact that, so your show is called A Russian Bride.
Yes.
You have, your show times have been set so that people could actually participate from Russia, from Moscow, right?
Yes.
Excellent. Can you tell us a little bit about that? I mean, it's a broad topic, but can you give us a little insight?
Absolutely. So, you know, through my own just, you know, interest in Russian and the language, I have friends in Russia, and as well, the actress in this has quite a lot of contacts in Russia. She's from Moscow, and she has a very large following on Instagram. She used to work in TV there and was a singer, and so she has a lot of people. So, you know, we certainly, whether they'll come, I don't know, but I've certainly invited some, you know, top people, you know, pretty famous Russian actors, and we've certainly made an effort anyway to get to reach people in Russia, and that's why because of the 7-hour time difference. So we're ideally hoping to have a good audience from both the U.S. and Russia.
Well, I hope that you have an audience from just about everywhere. That's like the benefit of this virtual Fringe for you and for all of the Fringe artists, but especially those from Russia who might have some, you know, connection to the material that you're covering. This has been a great chat. So I'm really hesitant to end, even though we have a time limit, and I've been told I have to stick to the time limit.
I understand.
But is there any way that people can get more information about your show through you? Is there any way that they could contact if they were interested? Or
well, I mean, right now, I mean, probably through the Fringe site. I mean, certainly, I have a Facebook page just under my name, Milton Coykendall. I'm not sure I have handy Maria Melasheva's Instagram at the moment, but I mean, certainly through directly through the Fringe. If anybody has any questions, or they can certainly go to my Facebook page as well. It's just under Milton Coykendall. So
fantastic. So that means that everybody can get information at pittsburghfringe.org.
Yes.
And that's the entire, that'll have the lineup of the shows, that'll have more of these artist chats. You can also get information and follow them at PGH Fringe on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, and that'll give you immediate links to Milton and A Russian Bride, this particular show, as well as all of the other shows by the other artists. And if you were interested in collaborating with me and the Wild Imaginarium, you can reach us at Wild Imaginarium on Facebook, Instagram, everything. I'm looking to always to help provide resources and information and support to independent artists, especially fringe artists, but not only fringe artists. And then I also want to make sure everyone knows about the Fringe. Let's just make sure all the dates and everything are super clear. So May 6th through the 9th. All of the shows are virtual. There's live and streamed shows, and there's over 50 shows. And you can get more information at pittsburghfringe.org. Milton, it has been so great getting a chance to chat with you and learn more about the show. I cannot wait to see it. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I hope that you have a wonderful Fringe. I'll hope to talk to you sometime afterwards. I know you'll be busy for the next week or so. And see how you felt about everything. And
okay, that'd be great.
Excellent. Have a great day.
Okay, bye-bye.